everybody to another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. I promised you that I was going to do a shooting video with my new Charter Arms Bulldog Pug, as well as my Ruger LCR. So here we are. I'm out at the range today. Couldn't ask for any better weather. So I have actually quite a few different guns here. I have my Bulldog Pug, which is a 44 Special, my Model 36-1 Smith & Wesson in 38 Special, which is probably the nicest revolver that I own, my Ruger LCR, my Smith & Wesson 637, my Smith & Wesson Model 37, and then my Charter Arms Pathfinder 22 target pistol. So I'm going to get set up here. I got a target out. It's about at 20 feet. That's where I'm going to get started today. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting my earplugs in, load up, and then I'll get started. Alright, so I'm hoping this is going to come across good on film. I'm actually going to start out with my 22 Pathfinder, and I'm going to shoot some CCI Quiet 22lr. I do try lots of different ammo in this gun, and so far I've had good luck with it. I did notice, again, some people commented in my previous videos that I dry fired this and you shouldn't do that. You're absolutely right, especially with this gun. I bought it used, and I noticed a little bit of damage in the chambers from people dry firing it. So again, don't do that with a 22lr. I recently stopped doing that because I realized that it was causing damage. But here we go. So I'm going to try with the little target in the middle. Again, these are 22 Quiets. Holy crap, that is quiet. Click. Well, there you have it. There's 6 shots of 22 Quiet. Those low and left, that's a little typical of me. I tend to shoot either low and left or higher left. So I'm going to switch off now. I have some Remington 22 short golden bullets, and I'm going to do a cylinder full of these. I brought a bunch of different ammo out here for the 38s as well as the 22. In the 44 Special, it's kind of hard to find ammo for that, so I only brought out one specific round because it's what I could find at Cabela's. It's about 30 bucks for a box of 50. And I'll remind you guys, nobody pays me for any of this stuff. It's all out of my pocket, so I don't know. If you think it's worth it, and again, I don't think I have enough viewers, but if you think it's worth it, maybe I'll start a Patreon page. I kind of didn't want to get into that because I don't really want to pay taxes on this, but it would be nice to get paid back for some of this ammo. These are 22 shorts. Click. I tend to flinch a little bit when I shoot this gun, mainly because I'm used to shooting stuff that's so much bigger. So when you get a 22 pistol, or revolver rather, and you shoot it, it's kind of like, I'm expecting more recoil, and it's not. So that's why I think I pull them down a little bit. I am now going to a CCI Stinger. I only have about 10 of these. I'm going to put 6 through it right now. We'll see how this does. So point of aim, point of impact is going to change with every round that I'm shooting in this as well, because they're all different weights and different velocities, but oh yeah, that's louder. Click. So I did pull one of those high and right. The rest of them pretty much in the same area. I think I had one low, and most of the rest of them are in the bullseye. Now I have some Federal lead round nose. I think this is the stuff you get in a 325 round pack. It's target ammo. I'll put some of these through, and then lastly I have some Winchester Super X that I'm going to shoot. So I've shot this gun quite a bit on my channel. I'll flip the camera towards me and I'll put a few more rounds through it so you can watch me shoot rather than see the target. But I really like this 22 Pathfinder. Alright, so here's the 22 Pathfinder. I'm going to go to some Winchester Super X hollow points. This is my bulk white box, you know, 525 or 555, 222 round Winchester Super X that you can buy at Walmart, just about anywhere else. I wouldn't say it's the cheapest you can buy, but it's probably the cheapest hollow point. I've always had good luck with it. I hope everybody has. So here we go. Click. So those ones were a little bit low, and again, I was shooting double action. I'm going to do another cylinder full of those, then I'll switch off to something else. So again, anybody that wants to learn how to use a revolver, I highly recommend this. I think I paid $325 for this gun. I've put several hundred rounds through it. I've had zero issues with it. Functions great. I will say it's not the most fun to clean. I usually take the cradle out with the whole cylinder in it, clean all that separately, and then try to get all the burnt powder off the breech. So sometimes it's a little bit of a pain to clean, but if you don't want to shoot, or if you don't want to clean, you shouldn't shoot. Click. So there you have it. That was several different kinds of ammo in the Charter Arms 22 Pathfinder target. And I did have to tighten the sights up. Actually, they're loose again, so I'm going to have to put some Loctite on that because my rear sight keeps loosening up. Partially why I'm pulling the rounds a little bit side to side. I thought I had taken care of that, but I guess not. Alright, so next up, I'm going to use my 38 Special revolvers. This is my model 37, which some of you may know was the first featherweight that Smith & Wesson made. I forget when I traced the year back to on this. It's somewhere late 60s, early 70s based on the serial number on this one. I am shooting some Federal Ultra Target and Range ammo, and I'll do double action with this one. I'm going to go with the left target out there, aiming for the bullseye. Definitely more snap than the 22. Alright, so what I tend to do with the 38 Special, and no surprise here, I tend to shoot a little bit high. Every one of these 38s has a different sight on it, on the front. This one's a real narrow ramp sight. It has a bunch of ridges on it. I always have a problem with lining up where I should have that thing in regards to the rear because it's just a U-notch sight. But that's one of them. I'm going to switch off to my 637 next. Let me just get rid of those shells. You switch off to my 637, which again, basically the same thing as the 37, except this one is stainless steel and it's a more modern gun. So this one does have the little lock on the back of it, which I never use. However, I'm going to do this one in single action. This one I tend to be a little bit more accurate with. Click. So, just like the 37, I'm a little bit high and right on those. Now I'm going to go to my Ruger LCR, and I've never shot this before, so this should be fun. This is double action only, and I know it has a really good trigger on it, so hopefully I can do as good or better than I did with the Smith & Wessons. Let's see. Well, I did fairly well. I'll show you my target when I get through all the 38s, but that one was a little bit closer to the bullseye. I hit left a little bit. I actually nicked the metal on my target stand, so I think I'm going to have to readjust my target because I don't want to be hitting metal. But let's go to my Model 36 Chief Special. This is a 3-inch heavy barrel square butt. This was the first revolver I bought. I love this gun. Probably worth more than all my other ones, not combined, but this is the most expensive one that I have. This one's still the old style. It still has a hammer or a firing pin on the hammer, so. Click. Alright, so I'm going to take you out there and look at my target. Alright, so this is my target for the 22. All my shots are on this target except for one of them way down here below this flap. But all my shots are right there, fairly centered. This is my 38 target. So first shot was here, and I actually think I hit the bar and it ricocheted off and went through. So my first shot was here. Then I had a couple up here with the first one, a couple down here with the second one. I hit two of the bullseyes with the Ruger. So my shot pattern started up here with the Smith & Wessons, and then it came down here with the Ruger. And then the last couple shots that were down here, those are with the 3-inch Chief Special. So what I'm going to do is move my target over a little bit. So now I have a clear shot at this target, and that's what I'm going to shoot the 44 at. Alright, so a little bit of a size comparison. 44 Special versus 38 Special. I don't know how well you can see that. Obviously, instead of being a 38 caliber, it's a 44 caliber. A little bit longer shell casing, a little bit bigger head. So let's go ahead and see how the Bulldog Pug does 44 Special. I think this is, I don't know, like 100 and... how heavy are these? 240 grain lead semi-wad cutters. So this is going to be a pretty stout round. The gun itself, I think, only weighs, I don't know, I'd have to look it up, but they're not extremely heavy. I think it's like 20.5 ounces. So for the rounds that are in this thing, pretty stout round for what it is. And this has the bobbed hammer on it from the factory. I'll do a little bit of a review later on so you guys can see that. But here we go, 44 Special, my first shot. Ooh, yeah, that smarts a little bit. Click. Alright, so I've watched a lot of videos on this, and they are not lying when they say that this thing hurts a little bit. Now mine has the rubber grip on it, so I'm happy it has the rubber grip, because if it had the wood grip it would probably hurt a little bit more. Grouping wasn't bad, actually. I put 2 through the same hole. 4 out of the 5 were touching the center. I'll show you when I'm done. One of them was just outside, low and left. So I'm going to go ahead and put a few more rounds through this because I haven't shot it yet, and I'm really enjoying this. It's a big, heavy round, but it's moving slow, so not too bad. And I'm going to go double action this time instead of single. That one was low. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not a range gun. I can see using it for self-defense because it's a big round. I put 10 rounds through this and I can already feel it wrecking my finger from the trigger on this thing. 2 of them I pulled, well, at least one of them I pulled really low, one I pulled really far right. The problem is, it's such a heavy round and such recoil, and again, it's not horrible. Definitely more than a 38, probably more like a 38 plus P in an ultralight or something comparable to that. But it's not comfortable to shoot. So let me actually put my phone on the target so you can see me. Alright, so I'm shooting at the right target over there. I'll put 10 more rounds through this for now, and I'll use single action so I can try to be a little bit better here. Click. So you can see those were all high, but you can kind of see the spattering on there. Again, 20 feet. I have probably a 7-inch spread on that. The guy would be dead if he was an attacker. Again, I hope I never ever have to shoot somebody, but the whole point of having a gun is in the case you need it, you need to be proficient enough to know how to use it, which is why I come out here. And again, I say this every video, I never claim to be a marksman. I can hit a target. I'm not the best shot in the world, but I definitely need to practice more. So here we go. This is still the 44 Special. Hitting left there. Click. Alright, so oddly enough, every group I shoot kind of wanders a little bit. So the first group was centered right around the middle, the second group was kind of top left, and the bottom group was kind of low and left. And I said earlier, low and left is kind of more my norm. It's just the way I kind of pull and see the sights. The sight picture on this, to me, looks just like a Smith & Wesson. It just has the front ramp sight. There's no teeth or grooves on this one. It's just a smooth ramp sight, and then the rear is a U-notch. So I'm probably going to get some orange paint some of the sights on these. That's kind of the overview of the video, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot a little bit more. Alright, so I'm out at 7 yards right now. I'm going to switch to my model 37 with some of that lead semi-wad cutter reloads. And what I'm going to do is attempt to shoot the 2 orange balloons first. We'll see how I can do. I should be able to hit those very easily. We shall see. There's one. Oh, missed that one. So even as big a target as a balloon, 21 feet, I missed one of them the first shot. So now I'm going to take out the 3 I just fired. I'm going to try to attempt to get the last 4 balloons with 4 shots, and we'll see how I do. I could shoot a 38 all day. I really enjoy them. So here we go. Bottom right. Oh, missed it. Alright, bottom left. Missed it. Well, not going slow enough. That's part of my problem. Again, never claimed to be a marksman. Just claimed to have fun. Love shooting guns. Top middle, or left rather. Top right. Ah, that's embarrassing. 4 shots and I missed. And that's a, 7-8 inch balloon. That's embarrassing. See if I can hit it with 1. Let's see. Oh, cylinder turns the opposite way. Wasn't expecting that. Always be prepared. That's all I can tell you. Always be prepared. Here we go. See if I can hit it this time. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm going to do my best attempt at Hickok 485 here. I'm going to go akimbo, 2 38 specials. Click. Oh no, I better go to my backup gun. Ah! Only 15 rounds when you have 3 of these things. What am I gonna do? That was fun. Alright, so I got some pretty menacing little once fired soda cans out there. I already shot them all once, but you can't have a soda can just sitting out here. Might take advantage of some unassuming person, so. Oh, now didn't like that one. This thing keeps having duds. What am I gonna do? Well, can't have that happen, so, I didn't take care of the soda can, so let me go to my backup gun here. Crap, now my backup gun's empty. What's the guy to do when his backup gun's empty? Go to his backup to his backup? Sure. Darn it, I missed. Now what am I gonna do? Oh wait, my backup to my backup to my backup? There's a perfect example of even if you have 20 rounds, you still may never hit everything you're aiming at. The only way you can fix that problem is by practicing, which is why I'm out here today. So, just a little bit of fun. All 4 of my 38 special revolvers. Again, this is the model 637. Smith & Wesson in stainless steel. This is the model 36-1 Chief Special. This is from around 1981-82, which is the year I was born. This is my model 37, which is the airweight classic model with a hammer. And then again, my Ruger LCR. Have fun shooting. Alright, here we go. Bulldog Pug 44 Special. Yeah. Alright, it's going to be my last video for today. I have my Charter Arms Target Pathfinder out again. I am shooting some CCI target match. I think it's 40 grain lead. I believe they're 1050 velocity, something like that. Shooting at those 6 balloons. Right now they're at 15 yards, so 45 feet, if my math is right. I'm going to try to hit those balloons without reloading, so let's see if I can do it. Oh. Oh, that was awesome. I deflated it. Well, I got 3 of them with 6 shots. Not my finest hour. Let me reload and get the rest. And I'm going to go to 22 shorts now. Again, I never claim to be the best marksman. I say that every video multiple times. I just claim to be an enthusiast that likes to have fun. So these are Remington Golden Bullet 22 shorts. That's so funny. Well, 12 rounds for 6 balloons, not that great. Still had lots of fun. Again, they're blowing in the breeze, so I'll take that as my excuse, but Charter Arms Target Pathfinder. This is the stainless steel model. Highly recommend it. If you can find one, buy it. Lots of fun. Gets you used to shooting a revolver, single and double action. Just tons of fun. Thanks for watching Cranky Gun Reviews. Have a great day. God bless. Keep up the faith. And please defend 2A. Have a great day.